Hello, so welcome back to my channel. This is the 96th lesson of the JavaScript algorithms and data structures course on freecodecamp. Alright, and it's good to have you here. The title of this lesson is Iterate with JavaScript while loops. Okay, so we are into while loops now. You can run the same code multiple times by using a loop. This is so beautiful, right? Programming is beautiful, really. Like, it is absolutely beautiful. If you're on this, if you want to learn this, our advice is to just enjoy it. Enjoy it. Don't just. I know that a lot of people want to, use it to make a living, to have to get money and all that. It's very, which is good and very important. But enjoy it, all right? Enjoy the process. Programming is beautiful. It's interesting. Okay, so I can run the same code multiple times using a loop. The first type of loop we'll learn is called the while loop because it runs while a specific condition is true and stops once that condition is no longer true. So in your journey in programming, you discover that you need um you need to run a particular code or a particular line of code or lines of code multiple times. So this is going to come in very handy. Okay, so we have this code here: const array equal to an empty array, let I equal to 0, while I is less than 5, our array dot push I plus plus. In the code example above, the while loop will execute 5 times and append the number 0 through 4 to our array. Alright, so let me break this down more just in case this wasn't very easy to understand. So we know what this is going to do. It's going to declare a constant called our array, which is actually an array. Then we have the variable here assigned 0 called I. So this is just saying why I is less than 5, execute this code. So the first time this code is executed, I is 0. So it goes and it checks its condition. Is I less than 5? Yes, I is less than 5. So it goes ahead and executes this code. And this first line here simply pushes the value of I into our array. So at the first instance, I is 0. So therefore, it's going to push in 0 into our array constant. Then it's going to do I plus plus, which increments I by just 1. I believe you should have seen this in a previous lesson. So I is now what? 1. So since this is a while loop, it's going to go ahead and check for the condition again. Okay, is I still less than 5? And yes, I is less than 5. So it goes ahead and pushes in the current value of I, which is 1 right now. And then it increments I by 1, which makes it 2. It goes and checks, is I still less than 5? Yes, it is. It goes ahead and executes, increments, then I becomes 3, right? Then it does the same for 4. And then once it gets to 5, so once it increments it and then it checks and it becomes 5, it goes ahead to check again. Is I less than 5? No, it is not. So it breaks out. Okay, it does not execute the body of those while statements anymore. It does not, because the condition is no longer being met, or the condition is no longer true. So I hope that makes sense now. So for the challenge, it says let's try getting a while loop to work by pushing values to an array as the numbers 5 through 0 inclusive in descending order to my array using a while loop. Perfect. So we are pretty much doing the same thing here, but in the reverse order, descending order. So we're going to start with 5, Let's say I equals 5. It says, wow, I is, should we have less than 5? Or let's say why I is greater than 0. No, we are doing this in descending order, so what should we do? I is, what? Okay, I is 5. Okay. Why I is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, this makes more sense. Yeah. So it's gonna continue this as long as I is greater than or equal to 0. So it's gonna have my array dot push I, right? And then instead of adding 1 to I, we're going to remove 1 from I. Yeah, so let me try to explain this. So it's gonna check, okay, which has you have I as 5, and then it checks if I is I greater than or equal to 0. It is, so it pushes I into my array. So the first item here is 5. Then it decrements it, which makes it 4. It goes ahead to check is I still greater than or equal to 0. It is, so it goes ahead and pushes in 4. Then decrements again, it becomes 3. This condition is still true because 3 is greater than or equal to 0. So it runs the block once, it runs the or executes the block again. It pushes in 3 and decrements, making it 2. 2 still meets the condition, so it runs again, pushes in 2, decrements once more, making it 1. 1 is still greater than 0, so it executes again, pushes in 1, and decrements, making it 0. So is I is 0 still greater than or equal to 0? It is still true. Yes, it is, because 0 is equal to 0. Remember, or you could notice that I use greater than or equal to 0. So whether the number is greater than or the number is equal to 0, it's gonna execute or evaluate to true. So it's gonna run this again, making it to push in 0, and decrements to -1, and then it checks again. The condition is now false because -1 is neither greater than or equal to 0. So I hope that makes sense. So that is the power of greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and console the log before running the test. You know, I'm a big fan of testing. Yeah, no matter how sure you are. Test the, and there we have it. So, and you know, the challenge was to add the numbers 530, and 0 is inclusive in descending order, and we have just succeeded in doing that. Yeah, you can go ahead and clap for yourself because we are in this together. So run the test, and there we go. Beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and see you.